Alaska.
Ivan.
I think that there has been a number of issues at Abasinko, and over the week, Bakwana dominating related to this aura, matters involving Ken Ofori Attah, the health issues.
That's right.
The family, and then the wife, and the back and front, Nema Ekono. For an average person, people have always been questioning the commitment on the part of government. Say you be go ruthlessly after individuals. Yenina ya boy team pose the 2 amount. Ko nafa wonim de ko she 2 ni sika eye oman na de achi. Na for bo nipa ho bra. Na make sure say human being at the end of the day will become the ultimate beneficiary of whatever decision, intention, whatever that we make as a country. Very often, a man forget it to that particular way now. They suddenly know I drain a mean minimum answer from Mikrum, menkwana minimum answer from this.
That's right.
I'm special. So that kind of inflated self-relevance, it takes center stage. Very often, people, instead of looking at the greater good, they become very arrogant, very disrespectful, and they think say power na manyano. Me. I got to say we nyansanina we to me the first thing. Yes, uhuni say expiry date at that 2 minutes.
That's right.
So when I want nam na soja for salute to the yakoba a time is coming up. Microphone na be bo minimum e de wako na second for that okọ parliament hu soldier for na se fa no modi na and the same soldiers na e pe na che no what I say that is how complex and how unpredictable this political space in city and the be ameto amanfo for say wunya appointment wunya to me don't look down people don't think say you are sitting on the moon now so special there. A time will come, the tide will test against you, and at any against you, and I will say, how you be a Namuma Quenya been a winner. Abra Ken Ofori Attah opportunity to be Ghana's finance minister, Alaska. And Nema Brantia would did to me, Kroma. Later, we came to find out, say, the most powerful person within the Akufo-Addo cabinet. Because don't forget, on Akufo-Addo, our family relations. Aside that, there were other staff on NOE. So his position became so secure to the extent, I think that he's one of the longest serving finance ministers in the history of this country. He served for almost 7 to 8 good years. 18 when Chabat Kakrabi. A child the long we all enjoy, despite resistance, opposition, the reckless incompetence, and then Nema or Danedy, the fact said the economy tumbled under him. Decisions in Nema not all taking in a more minor. Economic locally, Alaska, a jiguye. For the first time, Nipo Mudo Musika Boa buying Bosnia, they lost their money, and some had to take a haircut. We had to go and beg international lenders, creditors, and fire can't Alaska, a whole lot of nasty stuff happened to a pointer. Economic ratings sink to junk status to the extent that among community of nations, now you're credible, you're worthy to get out there to say, Charlie, Ghana, you're saying, because Wabon Ameno. That is the name of Ken Ofori Attah. And aside all these decisions not making, there were other criminal related engagements here. I don't know who shame at the end of the day, I'm warm, corrupt deals be of course be the guy was at the center of them.
That's right.
For instance, now the amode buy a corruption we are. Nkrofo ekofa mo SML he was at the center of it. Nkrofo on Betty Jessica, he was at the center of it. Just all the criminal dealings be of course be Ken Ofori Attah a person of interest at this. And then the man coming here to answer questions and are very critical. And trust me, we can do a survey out there. There are a lot of Ghanaians that they want Ken Ofori Attah to come and answer for the things that he's done. But the point is, the gentleman has gotten to the realization that Neymana, as finance minister, were so criminal to the extent that Obakrom ha, there is no way but me,
That's right.
Now let's look at this finance minister on one case, his own party people were chasing him out. How much more the opposition Ghanaians at large? Onwankasa and the party for were chasing him out because of reckless incompetence. Historical, ye nema oye ukroma say. And he has come to the realization that he stands no chance of getting out of the messy situation or the Ghana Kotum. So the only way out is to be playing this kind of games with that. In the first place, I sympathize with Obi Oyare. And as a Ghanaian and as somebody, as a health personnel, I've seen it, the troubles, the ordeals that people go through. So I'll be the last person to, and I've told you in the past, the last thing I'll do is to sit on radio and use somebody's health.
That's right.
That's
Right.
Do back here. I Ken Ofori Attah finance minister, but now radio so catch us. Akwana yare.
Oh, yare. Also,
because he look puffy. Puffy, which is like water leak into the cells,
okay.
So that the skin, no, what I say, and the underlying this thing could be a lot. You understand? You could see clearly that the gentleman was not well, and you know, at the time, no, some of us were advocating, say, won't come here and being a finance minister. So why don't you quit and go and take care of yourself? But he didn't care because at the time, you know, more. And then now you could sorry, I wasn't Crophobia Ken Ofori Attah family.
Our bush here.
Maybe who you are now free so being at social media and I got drunk as a being as or tracking him. Not knowing that something was really coming from a family. Let me say, really, we've gotten to a point that society now you know that sense of shame in the hobby. Because Alaska, and some are making a brand now brands and a young family member be over kind. I say, Uncle Hano, one was gentleman was collapsing banks. Taking Ghanaian businesses, borrowing foolishly out there. Out there, Kenke party, or the Nema signing contract. Sabi, or no one Casanan in Crow for our former as advisors. They were getting paid over some of these things, you know. We never heard of any family speaking, say, oh, Nema said, because and I said a Ghana of Wesi Kasai, can the buyer tone it down. Papa Kwasin dominating the business. He took it off the map. And now Shana Wuno. A man for na papa we ya for mojuma. They all lost. Contractors are musican and as a form. Nina Kokem. So these are the criminal things that a course under Ken Ofori Attah Ghana for want answers. And in the course of this period, no, we never had any family member be or baby or commenting. And now these jokers are bold enough to write a statement there. Bragana for say, and a special prosecutor say, only need free. Your friend is saying, Interpol red alert so now Ogu family anymore say like right. You know, they are jokers, bunch of jokers. Alaska, because if there is any sense of decency, that will be the last thing that they will do to get involved in this particular matter. Because you see, Ken Ofori Attah is not as if say special prosecutor any man space. Or man time upon time. It got to a time you need to Interpol red way so through communication and as for I say you free so I know the day you know time no soon yes you never came. And let me also say and now yet hey Ken Ofori Attah fugitive status no has been affirmed by a court. That's because right. On one case they call human rights court to say special prosecutor any need free Interpol red alert no so now for yamba special prosecutor and as any document we are needing was what ya trust or your fugitive biano ye need free so court abon sem na to.
That's right. So for now so, no court
yes see am not here Ken Ofori Attah is legally a fugitive. Ah who ni ba bia na say bag yo say dey otimi tam na shame de na ba Ghana or Ghana for hwehwe no. Oh yes, he's a fugitive. Which means and some na original so na okekana sa back and forth for the and you know so be anim Alaska. I have worked at the hospital before and I know how the protocols work. Say obi yare na say you can say even me fan say wo adwuma hoto wo na wo host program we.
Okay.
Na wako clinic bi wo ha say na catch us wo yare. Alaska anya wo yire na be fra hoto for catch us mo say me kunu yare nto ntime ma adwuma. And now one kasa wa we yare no your friend say professionally no you cannot pick a phone and call and say oh ebi am yare nti that one you can do it for a day or two but for 1 week we nyama adwuma it is not wo and officially we back catch adwuma for say me yare and 1 week me nti me adwuma you rather tell the doctor now or share no because on your professional award that accreditation with me to issue a certified medical way.
Yes, with the letterhead.
Alaska yare and because of this you know you say it to me a keep no for that matter oh here rest and then as for own to me majuma that thing is legally binding because oko adwuma bia mu asa anema no ho and there is no court obe defy that medical report na ka say o yare chinchinchi ayemfa omra. In the case of Ken Ofori Attah, we have not seen a single letter coming from any doctor. Na mom ono na fa pen ni paper na wa tworo say me wo Mayo clinic say na tienti no me ko we ade chi no the documents aba ono a o say I'm undergoing surgery na na yekoda sori say na yire de krata wa say ni kunu under akọ surgery na wie na obeda fie 3 months
answer na we 20
na me say surgery no mo ye na yire na oye scrub nurse ana ona no ye anesthesis ana o ne ye fe ne say o man anesthesia edini she knows. You see, these are things that
they are also not smart.
Na say na make say they were unintelligent criminals. Now look at the way they looted this country in a very foolish fashion. What do you expect from them? These are people who are naturally not intelligent. So in the because you can get a doctor. So what you are and now we're in the trial letter. The special prosecutor say, say, go for a certified medical report. I will send him and let the hospital and I say who couldn't send it to the special prosecutor. Say, my husband has undergone surgery and because of possible post-surgical complications, I anticipating Abia he will need 3 months to rest.
That's right, but
and there is no doctor that will give you that 3 months.
Exactly.
Now Alaska, okoye way transplant na you have say you have that particular 3 months.
Kidney transplant.
Alaska, because you know you can anticipate a possible post-surgery infection, that kind of sepsis in those kind of stuff. But you see, that long haul, no, the doctor will have to do a lot of explanation and justification as to why you need. There are surgeries you'll be that for 6 months. It's true, it's possible.
Okay.
But the thing is, in this particular case, you know, let the doctor write and send it to the special prosecutor. I don't know, a carry weight, a hold way, but and I'm said dealings, you know, more either it is true or not, or more no winning the more you know. There is no official communication between the hospital
and themselves
and the special prosecutor and acquire family affair. And then I'm a letter, or channel papa letter, or channel and a year letter. And that tells you, say, these people have no respect for the people of this country. And that is what I'm trying to tell you. Because if Ken Ofori Attah ever respect for the people of this country, Alaska, trust me, and he has demonstrated clearly, say, he's unwilling to come to this country to face persecution and not face anything. And that tells you the caliber of people they are. When they were out there dissipating the resources of the country, foolishly borrowing out there, breaking businesses, taking people off, breaking banks, making rich men poor in the name of vindictive politics. They never thought to say a time will come, their power will elapse, and they will be held accountable. And that is why I keep telling people, say, if you are in power today, be smart and be intelligent. No, who say, you're special person to your appointment. A privilege being a way now, what an office now, what cotton, or be at an open, and now about to them. Last minute, the chairman echo Papa Bifie. He was one of the most powerful people
in
Ghana, or who are Casa grown to me in Casa. Or said them, I was not just a costuming number form. And do me who's all being to me no arrogant. I mean, say you guys are very stupid. Because as a sensible person, when you're to me, the first thing you do, how can I positively make impact on Obi?
Good people.
Alaska, I'm telling you, sir, there are people we are very powerful in Ghana. They are lonely. No security in quantity. Even family members cry desert.
Sir, building people.
Yes. Now one building will be an assembly 100 bedi what assembly there are prominent Ghanaians omoji di and omonkwa na hihye omodem abrosan so na omotetete na yakosoro mu na edina si form ene ebetia was 3 days no see form. Alaska to me no winya make positive impact. That is all power is supposed to be. Something a black African is struggling to understand. To me, it's not an avenue to be arrogant, to inflate your relevance, make people think that the camera didn't no, because you guys are jokers. You don't even understand what power is. Very tricky. The dynamics in there are very complex. Why we ne uratima obedu we ba dwen kwasa wo nya nipa chesa wo ye super human being ekaka ye jawa betimi etu afa wiem
Ivan Bonopo
oh sa power wura bu na didu mu kwa akira you feel so superior to the sense eto de ade betimi etu na everyone say one Ken Ofori Attah nam ha okoba all powerful soldier for na kura na bag na okono Alaska he never thought say time kama we never to know Ghana ya wankasa wo man bon ya give you birth for her ya bread wo ha sei ha na wo yire no magu ene oman a wo firim obama ya asem untumi ma adentia
Messi anra Bosman Nasari wadafu kopie mu e wo parliament o se nipa ye mobo Bosman Nasari pa otumika je say NDC aye threat to them your democracy
macho man
Messi anra Bosman Nasari ko appear before parliament Messi anra just quite asem na oka no kra no obi send message enti enye we na ye Bosman Nasari na just minia just esemo mu bisa no gonna the days anka masa o di odi mu ye just wa ye mobo na nsemo oka no kra nsisi so hari na drisu bisa na say wo mu si ai na wo mu de ebo awe no ho bra no say akire ba bia wo say ye to aba ye bobo no akire say e bia ye to aba ye mo na hifa na ye state wo say ye to aba ye nko bobo police station unia o baba na to we yo just so funny say no funny say now if you look at the comments and never now Bosman Nasari pa
Alaska these are jokers and an incompetent club of individuals you don't even know where we pluck them from and for me going forward no I think we need to do a lot of structural adjustments in the way of manner you put people at leadership now last time I catch it was Ghana see ayetena hai nipa na na me kwa ha kwaje me degree free me kwa ha me kwaje me degree free me fa me ayantia na taxi drivers be gu kroma bebre say omo ye professors say US for time oh they were driving cabs in the US
so taxi driving mu professors so
Alaska e be jeje position akese till date some couldn't even produce a single certificate and that particular trend is still running me say opai ne ma yen shase en confiscated certificate nyina na yem put no under scrutiny we me say about 50% of people holding certificate running around fake because the system is so weak
but on the ababa be serve o man Ghana mu agigi hu sika say why hu GTech why hu the ekoso
yes na ene crowd say agromo anka so mu nye serious because we a serious institution and no be na kwakofa issue raising and sana why we adwuma what as a serious institution, you don't wait for issue to pop up and say what start and do to some fast on the side. I mean, my principle has always been that you don't sit till things will come up now. Say we never and can we say for the BG we see this me say and we need to get serious and move beyond some of these theatrical dramatic politics. The kind of way people rush to the fray when something has happened. All of a sudden, we assume say Juma. People have been abusing these things over the years. Where have they been? You understand? So for me, I think you see the whole essence of power. No, Black African must understand it. It is an avenue to make positive impact. It is an avenue to make sure that we build the next generation. We build others. Say you can fold your arms and comfortably say, these people now, this is what you have done. And no, and a leadership, the kind of positive impact I've been making on society, among society. It is not about how many properties you who cares? I have told you, hey, if you think I'll respect you because you are rich, but damn, because I don't even care about what you have. It is about the impact you make on others. You understand? Because I've seen a lot of rich men in as if who think is that we are rich and we are richer than you. What I say, I know the day it is about the impact you make. That is the most significant thing, you understand? And people will respect you for that. There are those who will celebrate you, Chama and a boss, a Ghana, the winning Sika, and crank to your monam social media and say, Muno Mudia, what's your Mombachichomo? And maybe we will fit me, but Tina has some time ago.
That's also me, Marco defraud you.
Marco defraud America, anyway, yeah. Omunyan Chewa, man, you are winner, one with defraud. Because the system and the network is such that they will not follow just Alaska.
Exactly.
Where we are $20,000. No. Or they have time, they can give you 10 years. And now they confirm that they've been following them for 10 good years.
That's right.
because you see they have time to understand say nipa no mo yes adwuma is it a syndicate is it an individual how we neko and always be they have that financing terrorism agenda at the back of their mind, so they want to understand the extent of operation so they can allow this thing to slide for almost 10 good years. Now Sikana was in the first place FA Bank, in the second place Unya Alert, and then Sikana 2 free so now about and then financial system there is no single money that comes into a Ghana that is not accounted for. And you think that may have fraud, may have smart. You guys are jokers. And I make us say sometimes, you know, now if you understand certain things and how some of these things work here, you will not be advertising such
Ivan, Obi has sending message. And I say in USA and elsewhere, PhD means Professor of Highway Driving.
and then Kufo time no mode baba akro ma bebre no.
When I say mami giga messages we na and e be fa course kakra. When should you dey aba Kwame Dos Benjamin Kwame Dosu edwe fi adenta. O say Alaska da se na ejuma we. O say MPP and dan dwine ho say on be lose election animanim ya. Enti omamwa omo ho. Na by the time John Dramani Mahama eni on be wie no. Woman you be and contest on the ticket of the MPP. Because one, as it stands now, Walugu Dam way Dr. Baumia, PDS ayono, it assumes Omuko yin the Kurana ne dusua, your fro was away now better than the way you are no honestly dia or their body. AKD Daniel Edward Katamanso, or Salaska da say, na Ejuma Power Yama my gonna say, I'll catch Ivan Kyei, Onja Ken Ofori Attah in the family idea so. Or see because man nice and laudable ideas and a bush for atunifu papa a bushan nim ni omudin babaye and I'm going to say koso kowanim and the onda busiano because Ken Ofori Attah bueno a japadia way ye nano why ye ewo busiani dimu or no sunidia or the abba I don't know what is the Alaska chair also way too much to ever give you I'm a word with his home. Okay. I say on also the analogy bini we be na atu about MPP for we na kum na yembre bi ma memfa course kakra na yemfa yen wrap up on that but also just stick to issues and yabobo sembe ya so ewa ha na general mosquito can say me one MPP almost 92 MPP boycott to parliament simply because you see almost two Aban Rollins can say to the presidential answer the about two parliamentary MPP says see two presidential now one was a win definitely about parliamentary now one nyina beba wo side but this time the omuye na mubogu na mwa implement yenji Dr. Baomi ansa na ye leaders.
They are very unprincipled people. You see, I America says I don't like it when you think say you are better than others.
That's
I give
right.
you a court ne favor and then they but go against Obia and yet this whole agenda must bring in emotion in the objective is one, just to get one candidate your friends are elected. And for me, if within a party that principle of fairness cannot be guaranteed within the doings of a political party at the larger Ghanaian space in the governance national, can you be fair? Or you always might want to tilt the scales to your advantage.
And that was exactly what another came to do.
And exactly that is what they are doing. Because for me, at the end of the 10 so general elections from the base ground and so forth, if there is indeed leadership in space, can the general secretary and the party chairman steer the affairs of the party? No, Kasakro be a crime fino.
Why?
A general secretary, no, Kasa to me,
Kasa. I was a Uba and the snap 0303 40262